Good morning, students. Today we will be dealing with the third topic of our chapter 9 from class 12th, that is the methods of preparation of haloarenes and the physical properties of haloalkanes. So let's start from the preparation. The first preparation of haloarenes is done by the halogenation method. Haloarenes can be prepared by direct halogenation of arenes. It is an electrophilic substitution reaction. For example, benzene plus chlorine in the presence of FeCl3 gives chlorobenzene. In this reaction, FeCl3 is behaving as a catalyst and it speeds up the process of halogenation. Again, we have one more example. Benzene plus chlorine in presence of FeBr3, it will give you bromobenzene. Again, FeBr3 is also behaving here as a catalyst. The second method of preparation of haloarenes is by Sandmeyer's reaction. This method starts from the aniline molecule, that is C6H5NH2. When this aniline molecule is reacted with NaNO2 and HX mixture, this mixture will react together to form HNO2, that is nitrous acid. So basically this aniline molecule is reacting with nitrous acid HNO2 at a condition of 0 degree to 5 degrees Celsius or 0 degree to 5 degree Kelvin. Then we will get benzene diazonium halide. This molecule is intermediate. It is not the final product. So again, when this intermediate is reacted with Cu2X2, we will get the final haloarene, that is aryl halide. In this reaction, X can be Cl or it can be a Br. Like if we take HCl, when we are preparing the mixture with NaNO2, if we take HCl, then we will get chlorobenzene. If we take HBr, then we will get bromobenzene. So these two reactions together forms the Sandmeyer's reaction. Next topic of our discussion is physical properties. In physical properties, the first point is solubility. We know that haloalkanes are polar in nature, so we expect haloalkanes to be soluble in water. But even though haloalkanes are polar in nature, still they are partially soluble in water due to weaker interaction between the haloalkane molecules and water molecules. Since they are not completely interacting, so the haloalkanes are not completely soluble in water, but they are soluble in organic solvents like alcohol, ether, benzene, etc. The next physical property for our discussion is the boiling point. The boiling point of molecule varies according to the molecular masses and the attractive forces. But the boiling point of alkyl chlorides, bromides, iodides follow the order Ri, Rbl and Rcl, where R denotes an alkyl group and I, BrCl are the halogen atoms. As we can see here, the iodine is Ri is having the highest boiling point. Why? Because iodine is having the highest molecular mass. So with the increase in the size of halogen, the magnitude of van der Waals forces also increases. The mass is increasing, but when the size of the halogen is increasing, it is occupying more space. Therefore, the van der Waals forces will also increase and thus the boiling point also increases. Also, for the same halogen atom, the boiling point of haloalkane increases with the increase in the size of the alkyl group. If the R is also increasing from ethyl to propyl, from propyl to butyl, then due to the increase in the size of the R group, that is alkyl group, the mass of the haloalkane will also increase. Therefore, the boiling point will also be expected to increase. Next boiling point for our discussion is the melting point. The melting points of uh, the haloalkenes depend upon the arrangement of the halogens in the given haloalkane or haloarene. But when we talk of boiling point of the haloarenes, the boiling point of the isomeric dihalobenzenes, that is those haloarenes where we have two halogen atoms. So the boiling points of isomeric dihalobenzenes are very nearly the same. The benzene rings where two halogen atoms, two similar halogen atoms are present at ortho, meta or para positions, they have almost similar boiling points, but the para isomers have highest melting point. But when we compare their melting points, we observe that the para isomers are high melting points as compared to their ortho and meta isomers. Why? It is due to the symmetry of para isomers that fits in crystal lattice better as compared to ortho and meta isomers. This means that the structure or the arrangement of the para isomers is more symmetrical as compared to the ortho and meta isomers. And this symmetrical arrangement provides extra stability to the para isomers. Therefore, the melting points of the para isomers is more as compared to the ortho and meta isomers. As you can see here, we are having some data along with us. We are comparing the dichlorobenzene. This is the ortho dichlorobenzene. Then we have meta dichlorobenzene, and the third molecule is of para dichlorobenzene. If you observe the boiling points, then the ortho, meta and para dichlorobenzenes do not differ much in their boiling points. But if you look at their melting points, then you can easily observe that the melting point of the para isomer, the melting point of the para dichlorobenzene is more higher, is very large as compared to the melting point of the ortho and meta derivatives. Why? Because the para isomers or the para dichlorobenzene is having a symmetrical arrangement which is providing extra stability to the dihaloarene. So with this we have finished the physical properties of haloalkanes and haloarenes.